Hey, this is Leonard. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about how gratitude can change your life. Because let's face it, there's always things going on in life. You know, we can very easily feel ungrateful and always, have that victim mentality, as it were, and think that things could be better, or, you should be further ahead in life, or it's not fair, or, other people have got things better. But we need to reflect, because gratitude is one of the best emotions to focus on, because it really gets us out of that low emotional state and gets us into getting a better perspective. Because let's face it, there's always people that are worse off than us. And we can make excuses, we can try to justify why our low emotional state, or why we're feeling a certain way, or whatever it is, but they're just excuses. We need to take self-responsibility, personal responsibility for how we're feeling, where we are in our life, and how we're going to move forward, increasing that self-awareness. So gratitude is a really important thing. If you're waking up and you're feeling a bit low, then alongside other things I talk about, like doing a morning routine, things that really shake you out of your state, change your physiology. I talked about this before, things like doing a cold shower, which takes a bit of discipline, but it really changes your physiology. It makes you feel really good afterwards, actually. And things like the Wim Hof breathing, it's very good. It changes your physiology, makes you feel really good. Meditation to quiet the mind. These are things I've talked about numerous times. But what you can also do is have a gratitude practice. List things, either write them down in your journal, or you can, just list them in your mind, things that you're grateful for that day. And it could be anything, just the smallest things that you could be grateful for that day. Because there's always something you can be grateful for. It doesn't matter the situation, you can always be grateful for something. The fact that you're actually alive, or, many things like, nature, or, your family, or the money you have, even if you don't have much money. Be grateful for the fact that you do have some money. There's many people in this world who don't even have anything. So, we need to get a perspective on this, because a lot of the time when we're feeling down, it's not our natural state. It's this state of our ego telling us, things should be a different way as what it is. But it's not realistic. Gratitude actually gets us back to center and actually makes us see things a lot more clearer than we're seeing those times. Whenever you're in a low emotional state, it's not your natural state. People think a lot about personal development, and they think it's or some people think it's like just thinking positively, and it's sort of like this sort of fake positivity over these low emotional feelings. But it's not that at all. It's about changing your physical state, changing your mentality, your emotional state, to be a natural, happy, grounded, centered state. And that's our natural state. Not being depressed, or unfulfilled, or a state of fear. These are not natural emotions. You look at nature, these are not emotions that are ever in animals or other creatures for long periods of time. They have their purpose. Things like fear, it's supposed to be a temporary feeling. If you're in that state for a long time, then you need to change that. So I think if there's a few things to focus on that really have the most impact, and the number one thing is gratitude and abundance. Abundance is also a very powerful thing, because many people have a scarcity mindset. Because let's face it, what you focus on is what you get in life. You've got to remember that the inner world creates the outer world. So what you focus on is what you get. If you're focusing on the lack of money in your bank account, then that is your reality. If you're focusing on, okay, you'd like to have more, but you're focusing on what you do have, then you can come to a more of a neutral emotional state. And then from there, you can take responsibility and be like, okay, so this is where I am. What can I do to move forward? It's so much more of an empowering outlook, rather than this victim mentality, this scarcity mindset, and again, have gratitude for where you are and the things that you do have in your life. The freedoms to go out in nature, the freedoms to see people, many of those freedoms are being challenged right now, but you know, you can be grateful for the ones you have, and be grateful for the future when people will start to appreciate these things even more. So, you know, yeah, maybe incorporate it into your morning routine. If you're doing some journaling or just mentally in your head, you know, whilst you're doing your meditation or other sort of practices, and just list every morning, list 5 things you're grateful for. Because let's face it, you can if you want to find 5 things you're ungrateful for, or 5 things that are bad in your life, you can do. If you want to find 5 things, or list 5 things that are good in your life, you can do. So it's up to you to take responsibility for how you feel, and list things you're grateful for every morning, and that will become your focus. That will help you feel more empowered and have a more of a centered outlook on your life, and then that will give you'll be in a better state to be like, this is where I am and this is what I need to do to move forward, either mentally or in the physical world. So thanks for watching this video. Hope it's been helpful to you. Leave your comments below if you do some sort of a gratitude practice, or you're going to do some sort of a gratitude list in the morning, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.